Dignitaries, faculties, staffs, and media persons present offline and online. Myself, Dr. Shondeep Bhattacharya, Assistant Professor Civil Engineering, along with Dr. Shondeep Chandu, Associate Professor Electrical Engineering and Dean Faculty Welfare, cordially welcome Professor Virendra Kumar Tiwari, Honorable Director IIT Kharagpur, and Chairman BOG, GKCIT Malda, Professor Shwekal Mitra, VC Macaut, Professor K.K. Agarwal, former Chairman, NBA, Professor Parmeshwara Valapati, Honorable Director, GKCIT Malda, Dr. Shailaja Alapati, Honorable First Lady, GKCIT Malda, Mr. Ashu Gupta, Executive Director, BIAJ, Dr. Ranjana Bhaskar, Scientist E, Zoological Survey of India, Chennai, Sri Ajaruddin Khan, WBPS, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Malda, Sri H.B. Mukherjee, DIG BSF, Sri Sanjeev Kumar, DIG BSF Malda, Syed Habibul Muzvi, Advocate, Calcutta High Court, IAS, Mr. Vikas Rastogi, Principal Secretary Maharashtra, Air Marshal Anil Khosla, former VC of Indian Air Force, IAS Mr. Naveen Mittal, Principal Secretary Telangana, Professor Rama Shankar, Honorable Director MNIT Prayagraj, Dr. Madan Mohan Sethi, Consulate, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, IPS Sri Pradeep Kumar Yadav, SP, Malda, Dr. Samir Sood, Honorable Director, National Institute of Fashion Technology, Commander N. Ravi, DIG, Indian Coast Guard, Professor S.K. Jain, Honorable Director, SLIET Longwall, IAS Sri Nitin Singhania, Honorable DM, Malda, Professor H.S. Yadav, Honorable Director, NERIST, Arunachal Pradesh, Professor Aryan Pant, Honorable VC, Assam University, Mr. Kiran, DM, Executive CEO, OFSS. All the respected principals and representatives from the Institutes of Malda present in this event, all the faculty and staff members, my dear students, and the persons from press. To this conclave on DOROTICS being organized in Ghani Khan Chaudhary Institute of Engineering and Technology, Malda, in collaboration with the International Aviation Games Board, BIAT, on 3rd February 2023. On this auspicious occasion, it is a privilege to say a few words about both the organizations. Ghani Khan Chaudhary Institute of Engineering and Technology, GKCIT, Malda, West Bengal, is a centrally funded technical institute under Ministry of Education, Government of India, established in 2010 by Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, with the objective to create a multi-layered and intersectorial efficient professionals to act as an international podium for the development and transfer of technical competence in academics. This institute offers formal and non-formal courses in electrical engineering, food technology, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and computer science at present. GKCIT is committed to provide best possible technical education from grassroots level to higher level.
Now about today's program. The Indian government is promoting the drone industry and around 1 lakh new jobs are expected. The Union Ministry of Civil Aviation estimated that industry, which now has a turnover of around rupees 80 crore, will reach rupees 12,000 to 15,000 crore by 2026. In the future, drones will transport supplies to remote or inaccessible areas. In this connection, different activities related to the development of drones, its programming, and their application in several fields have started in GKCIT campus. International Aviation Games Board, BIAG, an initiative of Aviation and Sports Federation of Universe, ASFU, Delhi, India, is working to hunt the best of Indian talent in this field as per the methodology of aviation and sports world through DOROTICS projects. That is, the combination of artificial intelligence, drones, and robotics. In order to gain more success in this field, BIAG is collaborating with GKCIT, Malda. Another important key catalyst behind the collaboration is that in the similar field, first National Drone Championship in 2021 organized by BIAG, where GKCIT students ranked second, that has showcased the talents of GKCIT students. Without spending further words, we will start the program by felicitating our honorable dignitaries. First, I'd like to call upon our Director Sir, Professor Parameshwara Alapati, to felicitate IAS Sri Nitin Singhania, DM, Malda. Okay. I would like to request our Director Sir, Professor Parameshwara Alapati, to felicitate Sri Azaruddin Khan, SP Malda, DSP Malda. Okay. Sir. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. A bit of correction. I'd like to request Sri S.B. Mukherjee, DIG BSF, to come on the stage, and I'd like to request our Honorable Director Sir to felicitate him with a flower bouquet. Now I'd like to request our Dean Academic, Dr. Kaushik Pal, to come on the stage to felicitate Sri Sanjeev Kumar, DIG BSF, Malda. Sir, if you can please come on the stage. I'd like to request uh, uh, our director sir once again, sir, to felicitate Sri Ajaruddin Khan, DSP Malda. I'd like to request Dr. Kiran Erakula, Dean Student Welfare, GKCIT, to come on the stage to felicitate Mr. Ashu Gupta, Executive Director, Bayaj.
সাইজ কমাও।
I would like to request our Dean Research and Consultancy, Dr. Khirot Kumar Das, to come on the stage to felicitate Dr. Ranjana Bhaskar, Scientist E, Geological Survey of India, Chennai.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Now it is time to formally inaugurate the program by lighting the lamp. I request all the honorable dignitaries to come on the dais for lighting the lamp.
Thank you very much, sir and madam. Now I'd like to request our Honorable Director, sir, Professor Parameshwar Rao Alapati, to address the gathering on this occasion. Sir, please.
Very good morning to all who are present offline and online today in this important program for our institute. I once again especially welcome our Chairman, Board of Governors and Chief Guest of today's function, Professor V.K. Tiwari, Director of IIT Kharagpur, Professor Saikat Maitra, Vice Chancellor of MACAUT, and all other dignitaries present in the online mode, our two DIGs from BSF, DSP from Police Department, Mr. Ashu Gupta, Ms. Ranjana from BIAG once again, and my colleagues, including all cadres present over here, and some are online also. Incidentally, today we have a university exam also, so that's why some of the faculty could not be here and some students also could not come here. In the troubled journey of this institute, this is one very important event and very significant event for future of our faculty, of our students, and of our visibility at the national and international level. This institute, if I may say a few words, it was started by Ministry of Education 12 years ago. It had seen a lot of difficulties, then came out of all of that, wherein Professor Saikat Maitra, Professor V.K. Tiwari, and the district administration from here, state government and MOE officials have all put a concerted effort where I was working in the field, and this institute could survive from all of those difficulties, and we are here today. And for the last 3 years, we are making big strides. Among that, in some national level events also, our students are getting some prizes. And especially the first ever aviation games conducted 2 years ago, there at the national ranking, our students have stood second. And we all know that artificial intelligence, machine learning, the robotics, drones like DOROTICS we are calling today, combining them, is going to be the future. Future opening many opportunities for the students. And we wished at this institute that we should not miss this bus. We should be on board. And that's how we have tied up with BIAG with active support from Mr. Gupta. And we have many future plans. And the kind of hybrid mode in which we are conducting this program today is rather a result of the pandemic and the difficulties we had to face. We stood up and we are very successful. And if I may say a couple of words about Professor Saikat Maitra, Vice Chancellor of MACAUT. 2 years before the pandemic arrived, he had a vision that we should go into the digital mode of education while continuing the classroom education also. And that was the kind of vision he had at that time. And we had 2 or 3 programs led by him in Siliguri, in Calcutta, in Delhi, AICT campus. And soon we were rather forced to come into this mode, which is making possible that we have so many dignitaries online who may not be able to travel all the way here to attend this program. and the difficulties present advantages. It is up to us to convert to our advantage or leave them. So in this particular case, this DOROTICS conclave, here what we are trying to bring forth is an interaction between the academicians who lead the research in their organizations in the relevant fields, connecting DOROTICS, and technocrats, administration, armed forces, and the defense, corporate sector, who are all stakeholders here. What we are trying to hear is an interaction between them, so that we arrive at some good conclusions, and then we may have certain important points to take away from here and implement in our own respective fields, like mostly in the laboratories where the research takes place, led by the directors and vice chancellors of the institutes. With those few words, I would like to welcome all of you once again to this important conclave, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, sir. Today we are honored to have the online presence of Professor Shoikat Mitra, Honorable Vice Chancellor MacOut. Actually, sir has another program to attend today in Alia University. So that's why, sir, we would like to hear from you now. So I cordially welcome you to this program.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all the dignitaries present at this hybrid mode of this very important, this program, convention on DOROTICS. This is a combination of, I believe, drone and robotics. And I can see distinguished personalities like Professor Tiwari is present, and Professor Alapati and others notable personalities in the field of education and academics. They are present at this important, this conference. Now, this is a very important, this area where we need to engage our student mind, our, these young minds for bringing innovative solutions to tackle the different challenges of the future. And this opportunities which has come in the form of the development and the evolutions of ubiquitous technologies, AI, MLs, then data analytics, robotics, drone, and all these things, that is creating lots of opportunities for our and providing very useful solution in uplifting our economy and improving the livelihood of the course of population of this country. So this, I am very happy to know that this particular program is being organized by the Aviation and Space Federation for Universe Asia chapters, periodically engaging the students from different parts of this country and bringing out these talents from these young and aspiring minds. And I'll be happy to be a part of it in near future at our universities, in our university ecosystems, where many engineering and professional colleges are present, and professionals, these activities are happening, where the major thrust area is innovation, incubation, startups, and inventions. There, I think this can be a game changer in near future. And these activities, when it will be organized in a larger scales, it will bring more this avenues for development these new areas for applications, engagement of our these young talented people of future. So I will be in touch. Will be because I have come to know that Dr. Alapati and Gonikan Institute of Engineering Technology, which is one of our these stakeholders at these education systems, they are involved in this area. So they are so taking their taking their these supports and taking their these experiences. So we would like to get involved in all these activities in a more formidable manner in near future. So wishing you all the best for these particular programs and DOROTICS and wishing to be involved at these programs in near future. I would like to conclude my sincerest thanks to the organizer, particularly Dr. Ashu Gupta, Professor Alaputi, and others who insisted me to present over here, though I could not make it physically and in a more structured format because of some other prior engagement. However, with this getting inputs from all this happening, I am enriching myself with lots of informations, and of course I'll be personally looking after for these particular activities, and I'll be in touch with Dr. Ashu Gupta and others for organizing these sorts of event more successfully and in a more this widespread manner at this state, so state of West Bengal. So thank you very much, and wishing all the best. I would like to conclude, and next time I would like to meet you physically and to remain present there and to get opportunities for more interactions and more this effective networking and collaborations in this particular area. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement and support. Before 2017, the institute was in troubled water. Different types of irregularities were there, and institute was suffering from student agitation and other problems. It is after 2017 when our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor Parameshwar Rao Alapati, joined in this institute, things started to got streamlined. And now, for your information please, our institute is in the promising brand of NIRF ranking. Our students are getting award from Smart India Hackathon and AICTE Chitra Vishwakarma Award. So that requires applause, isn't it? The institute is advancing now with the kind vision and guidance from our Honorable Chairman, Sir, Professor V.K. Tiwari, and also our parent university, MACAUT. Next, to call upon the next speaker, I would like to call Professor H.S. Yadav, Director, NERIST, to address the gathering, please.
Very good morning. Thank you. First of all, I submit respect on behalf of NERIST fraternity and on my own behalf to all the dignitaries, very notably Honorable Professor V.K. Tiwari, sir, Director IT Kharagpur, and I think he has taken over as Honorable Chairman GKCIT, and some of our very known faces, Professor Jain Saab from Slight Longowal, and many other learned colleagues. I first of all congratulate Ganikha Chaudhary Institute of Engineering and Technology to have this opportunity to host and collect such a galaxy of experts, technocrats and academicians to this conclave on DOROTICS, which basically aim to apprise us and involve the younger generation, particularly our students involved in engineering, technology and basic sciences, to get to know recent developments on robots and drones, which is need of the hour globally, and now India being very important in the sense of emerging economy, and people from the globe, they have very sharp eye on us, on the country, how we grow, how we plan our education, energy, environment, and at the same time, most importantly, our huge population, and out of it, a very large fraction is encased in agriculture, where our Honorable Prime Minister has a vision to make and ensure that the Indian farmers have significant rise in their earnings. And because we have witnessed during the COVID-19 and then various phases that when the unorganized sectors or even private sectors, very well organized, had to go that COVID-19 phase, our large population and people migrated from the mega cities and developed places to the rural base. And the survival option was within the village and on the agriculture, which helped a lot. So that has been very significantly and very wisely realized by our union government. And in that sense, if we really want to make sure that our agriculture sector and related domains develop in a desired manner to make our country Atmanirbhar Bharat independent in economic aspect, I think the use of robots and drones for security purpose and the recent drive for the vibrant village, a new initiative initiated by union government to make sure that the villages and the borders are made vibrant in terms of facilities, education, energy management, hospitals, and many more required facilities. So in all these aspects, I firmly believe that this conclave on DOROTICS is going to highlight the application part of drones in public interest, particularly in security measures, receiving the challenges globally around us in a very smooth manner, and to prepare the country and also to prepare the younger generation to understand the available science and technology on date, and then to explore future how we should plan to make sure that we are not lagging behind in any respect whenever any unknown, unpredicted, some disaster kind of things arise into or come into existence. So this should be prepared. So I think it is very timely initiative, and the conclave is going to have a very positive impact in integrating and aggregating the knowledge in the area by the experts. I understand that there are many more people who are maybe much more experience, having much more experience on drones technology and then robotics. So would like to enjoy and learn more, and I think we need to assimilate all these aspects to make sure that this drive originated, rather initiated today by Professor P.R. Alapati, our one of the colleague and director GKCIT, goes long way in public interest and making our country very prepared, very well prepared using the science technology intervention for common people, for the safety of the country, and for the academic domain of the younger generation. So not taking much time, I wish all the best for this conclave with my greetings to the GKCIT, Professor Director Professor P.R. Alapati and his team, and I take leave submitting again my respect to all the dignitaries and learned colleagues. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening words. Today we have the honor with the presence of Air Marshal Mr. Anil Khosla, former VC of Indian Air Force. Sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sir, the microphone is all yours, sir. We would like to hear from you. And I cordially welcome you to
Thank
this
you.
program.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the kind words. First of all, my regards to all the renowned dignitaries who are present today online and offline in the conclave. And my compliments to BIAG, AFSU, and the GKC Institute of Engineering and Technology for putting together this conclave. Whatever I've seen so far is very, very interesting. And rightly named DOROTICS, that is drones and robotics, and also AI driven, which is happening very fast. I would like to add one more feature to this, if you allow me, that is miniaturization. With miniaturization added to it, it's taking a different shape altogether, the whole process of drones and robotics. And I must compliment the events which are included in this conclave of weightlifting, photography, videography, race, etc. It will be very, very interesting for all the participants. A little bit of robotics and application started with mainly warfare, and it has taken over every field. I mean, it is involved in every field, the drones as well as robotics, you name it, agriculture, disaster relief, Medicare, entertainment, industry, military, army, navy, air force, space exploration, underwater exploration, supply chain, logistics, traffic management, meteorological weather studies, you name it, it is being affected and it is being assisted by drones and robotics. Obviously, the advantage being that they are very, very precise, they are very accurate, they work with speed, and they do not get tired like humans. And what is lacking, and a lot of work is going on in this, is the human intelligence, decision-making capability, and also maybe emotions of the human beings being included in these robots and drones. If you see the history, it's not very old. Robotics started in 1954 in America with a simple hydraulic arm being made, which was sold to General Motors subsequently. Thereafter, over the next 7 decades, a lot of things, sensors and cameras have been added to the robots, and a whole lot of other continents, countries, Japan, Sweden, everyone has joined into the fray. And as a result, we have almost 6 types of drone. They are classified under 6. I will not go into details. I'll just name them: automated mobile robots, guided vehicles, articulated, that is having rotary joints. Most interesting is the humanoids. The human form and characteristics, having the robots having these human forms and characteristics. And second most important is, or the interesting part, is the cobots. That is the collaborative human beings, where the human being can control them remotely, like in the medical field, where the operations are being conducted, the surgery is being conducted remotely. And obviously we have hybrids. Okay, drones started in World War I as a very simple remotely piloted model used for targeting purposes, and from there we have reached, we have drones of different sizes, capabilities and tasks, from small, light, handheld and launched, to big, heavy, large and requiring operating surfaces like runways. We have drones which are fixed wing and rotary wing, like quadcopters. We have drones with small, limited range and endurance, to one which can fly for days and hours and weeks. Then we have drones which can carry small packets, to very large drones with heavy payloads. We have basic low technology drones to very high technology drones. They're packed with avionics technology, sensors, equipment, even weapons. Okay, and AI, we talked about AI assisted. AI to layman like me is a very, very simple thing, that is simulation of human intelligence in machines, which can think like man and which can mimic their actions. And AI also is classified into, various thinkers have classified into from 4 classifications to 10 classifications. I will not go into detail. The most important part is the machine learning part, which is a subset of AI. Machine learning is interesting. Why? Because the way we are heading, I will talk about it later. The ability of the machine to learn from the data it is generating and data it is collecting. And that is what is, making the machines more and more smarter. So in future, what will happen? We see from mythology, fantasy, sci-fi movies, fiction, all those things are coming true. So what is happening is, I'll tag 3 or 4 points. One is humanoids, as I said earlier. machines which can behave like humans, which have features like human, which can think like human, and which have even emotions like humans. And what is happening is machines are gaining this, even the human body is gaining, artificial parts, chips are being implanted in the brain, in the ears and various places. So both sides, the machines are becoming humans and humans are becoming machines. Miniaturization I talked about. A swarm technology is coming in. You see these shows every day where thousands of drones act together. Similarly, these swarms can do particular jobs also together. It is quite scary also at times. Okay, fully autonomous machines are coming up where you just release them and leave it be. They will do their jobs without any human intervention, without any checking by the human. Then another field, what is happening is a combination of manned and unmanned robots and drones. That is what is happening. In the air warfare concept called is loyal wingman concept. I call it mother goose concept, where a manned flight is leading whole lot of unmanned platforms. Okay, so this is, I've just tagged 3 or 4 major developments. There are thousands of developments taking place every day. Now, as a human beings, I think we need to be careful about few things. I will again tag 4 or 5 things. One is, robots are stronger than human beings. They are becoming by the day smarter than human beings. A problem can come up. You see a whole lot of sci-fi movies where they can take over the human race, or the problems of create a problem for the human race. Second important aspect we need to look into is good and bad robots or machines. Actually, there are no good or bad robots. It is a question of how you utilize them. Good people utilize them well, bad people utilize them well. So we need to be careful about unethical, illegal use of these machines. Third thing we need to be careful about is safety aspects. Just imagine thousands of drones flying around over your city, delivering goods and all. What happens if there is an accident and they fall on a populated area? So we have to be careful about safety aspects. Security aspect, the data being generated by these machines is tremendous. Now, if their data falls into the wrong hands, so data security is another issue we need to look into. Then we need to look into rules, regulations, legislation, procedures, implementation, punitive actions, so that the good machines can operate and the bad machines are curtailed. So these are the issues we need to look into. Okay, why I tag this is everyone who's present in this conclave, especially the younger generation, you all will be involved in this process in the future in some way or the other, either in design of the drones and robots, or innovation, research, R&D, manufacture, marketing, maintenance, operation, legislation, implementation, or if nothing else, as a major user, as a human being. So you will be involved in these robots and drones with AI and as well as miniaturized. So that is why I tagged these issues. And while good things can be derived out of it, we need to look into these aspects which I have tagged. With this, I finish, and I wish everyone present in this conclave best of luck, and I wish the conclave that good things come out of it, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. लिस्ट नहीं आया सर, एक सेकंड. Join. We are quite happy to receive Professor K.K. Agarwal, former chairman, National Board of Accreditation, in this gathering. So I'd like to request Professor Agarwal. Firstly, a warm welcome, sir. Professor Agarwal, sir, are you there? Joining. No, no, no. So I'd like to request KK Agarwal sir will take some time to join. So I'd like to request Professor Shailendra Jain, Director, Slide, to address the gathering on this occasion. Sir?
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Very good morning to all the dignitaries present in the meeting as well as in the program. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor V.K. Tiwari ji, Organizing Institute Director Sahab, Professor Alapati ji, all the Professor H.S. Yadav is with us, Director NIRIST, all other dignitaries, participants and dear students. It's indeed a matter of privilege to be the part of this particular event, which is need of the time. I wish to congratulate Professor Alapati and his entire team for taking the initiative, that too in terms of organizing national level activities to showcase their institute at the national level. SLIDE is also among one of the 4 special mandate institutions. We are imparting education on a different pattern of education, mainly imparting skill education to fetch school students from 10th class into the mainstream of technical education. To cater the need of this kind of youth, involvement of skill, practical oriented projects on real life problems plays an important role in their learning. And this initiative, I believe, is exactly in the direction which such institutions need. Once again, I congratulate Professor Alapati. In fact, I would like to attend this particular event in person. I was excited, but because of preoccupied assignments, could not make it possible. In fact, at SLIDE also, we have taken a similar kind of institutions initiative where we have planned technology for agriculture as one of our focus research area. We are encouraging students to come up with the project application of drone especially, as well as robots for agriculture application, Punjab being an agriculture rich institution. I believe that such kind of focused attentions towards the national issues will really help us application of technology in different domain areas and enlightening our young minds to be part of that activity. I personally believe a farmer cannot be an IT expert, but an IT expert can definitely be a farmer. Why do we think graduate, that we are educated? I am an IT graduate, I am an MIT engineering graduate, I will go only for the office job, not for the field job. This kind of attitude we are looking in our budding students, learn the technology, go to the field as per the need of the country. And such initiatives definitely will be useful for nation building. Once again, congratulations to the entire organizing team and thanks for inviting me in this particular program. Thank you very much. Best wishes for the grand success of this event.
A warm welcome to Professor K.K. Agarwal, former Chairman, National Board of Accreditation. Sir, এখনো করেননি। Yeah. Thank you, Professor Jain, for your enlightening words, sir. Now I can see Professor K.K. Agarwal sir has joined. So, sir, a warm welcome on this conclave. Sir, please turn on your mic, sir. Agarwal sir, if you can hear me, please turn on your mic. Sir, please turn on your mic. We cannot hear you, sir. Huh?
Sir, there is a possibility that you have joined from two
Hello, I
meetings
have
or-
joined.
Yes, now
Can
we
you
can
hear
you,
me or
sir.
not?
Yes, sir. Now we can hear you, sir. Please continue, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ashu Gupta and all the team for giving me this opportunity to be a part of you. I'm so happy to be here on the occasion of this conclave on DOROTICS, which is a combination of drones and robotics. We in the academic world are now very seriously interested that our students, particularly higher education students and school students, should all be more interested in emerging technologies. So, although this conclave is being organized under the banner of International Aviation Games, but I would request all the students and the faculty not to look at it only as a game. It's a yes, we encourage you to participate. We encourage you to participate very enthusiastically. Do your best. Try to find an international slot for you. But nonetheless, more important than that component of entertainment is we expect a very huge rise in the use of drones and robots in the coming very near future. So drones, for example, you will see the applications of drones which have not been heard before. For example, drones will be very excessively used not only in defense where they are being used, they will be used in remote locations like atomic energy, space missions, etc. Drones are already being used in defense. Drones will be used from day-to-day work like farmers. I see a lot of agriculture sectors using drones in the very near future. Uh, I have read about drones being used for cross-pollination between different plants so that we can get hybrid crops with the help of drones. We have drones even for delivering remote lessons in remote areas. And similarly, robots. Everyone has seen the use of robots during COVID. Robots used to serve food in the bars. So where it was not advisable for humans to go, we could make robots go. This is one aspect of robots, but more than that, robots will supplement the efforts of the human beings. Whatever we are able to do manually, if it is done by robots, it will be more hygienic, it will be more clean, it will be more efficient, it will be more productive. So therefore, my dear young students, drones and robots both will be an area of work which you just cannot avoid, which will be very strongly used. And I would also like to convey that this area of drones and robots will not be for engineering only, for science only. The students of commerce, the students of arts, the students of humanities, all will need this. So therefore, I request all the students to be very interesting in these areas, equip themselves with all the trades and be very innovative in applications. We can have applications which are unimaginable, which cannot be foreseen right now, but they are there and they will be there. So my request to all the younger generation will be to prepare themselves for these two subjects, drones and robotics, in a very strong manner. Yes, these aviation games is an important component designed for you to be comfortable and to enjoy the use of drones and robots, because in the national education policy also, our thrust is that fun and knowledge must be combined. So with that philosophy in view, we are doing this. So I wholeheartedly congratulate all the students participating in this. The rankings will also be declared today, and let the best teams win. But more important is that more and more teams participate. We will expect in every future endeavor much and more participation, because I, as a professor of computer science, would love innovative applications which have not been thought of. And I can only assure you, you will be able to use drones and robots for that. So with these words, I wish this competition all the great success. Let the winning teams be congratulated. But more important, I feel once again that more and more students participate. And also, I would request, let the students of various disciplines come together and then design applications. I see a lot of interaction between agriculture students and science students, between medical students and engineering students. That's the beauty of these areas, and let it be exploited fully. I would also like to compliment all the faculties which were involved in this activity. They have done a yeoman's service to the student community, and I would urge them also to continue more vigorously next time. With these words, I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to interact with you and hope that we will achieve the intended purpose. Thank you very much. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your encouraging kind words. Today, we are honored by the presence of Sri Sanjeev Kumar, Honorable DIG BSF Malda. Sir, I request you to address the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. And I'm really thankful to Professor Halapati for inviting me. And I'm honored to be among all the learned people here. Although our rigmarole of our job keep us away from such learned gatherings. And it's really an honor for us to be among you. As we know, nowadays, the use of drone, artificial intelligence, as well as robotics is increasing day by day. Earlier, we were familiar with the drones as covering the important events or marriage ceremonies mostly. But nowadays, the use of drones has increased a lot. In almost all walks of life, we are having this utilization of drone technology. And with amalgamation of IA and robotics, it's going to be a game changer. And as a layman, I can say the utility of drones and robotics is unlimited. In every aspect of life, this can be used and are being used. I have just 1 or 2 points to offer you. The thing is, these technologies we get should be indigenized, should be as per our requirement, our environment, which is best suited for Indian conditions. The second and more important for me, that whenever new technology comes, it can be used for betterment of the society or against society. So we have to be a bit cautious and also to develop some entry zone also to counter the nefarious designs of the anti-national elements, which we as a law enforcement or border guarding force, we encounter them. So without taking much time of yours, because I'm not a technical person or a heavily learned person as you are, I conclude my talk, and I wish all the very best to the Institute and Professor Halapati, and I wish all the very best to all the students and the faculty of this August Institute. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Yes, drones are being used in defense, in agriculture, and many other sectors. I give you one situation. Suppose an ambulance is caught in a traffic, right? How the medical kit will reach the ambulance? Think of that situation. Some very infectious disease, the person having that infectious disease needs some surgery. Then the only alternative is robotic arms. The journey of drones and robotics started with the hand of our own Dr. Habib Masoom in this institute, and long back, 1.5 years back, and we had received communication from Bayaj. Then Habib and his students developed drones. They participated in drone dance competition, and they stood second in that competition. So they need applause from you, so that the venture of drones can progress in this institute, and we can supply the requirement of the industry and any field, agriculture or the defense, from this institute. So moving on, we are privileged with the presence of Professor R.M. Pant, Vice Chancellor, Assam University, with us. Sir, Pant sir. Sir, can you hear me? No, Pant sir is not here. Okay, so Pant sir must have left. Huh? Pant sir is here. Pant sir. So he may be busy with someone. So maybe Pant sir is busy. Mr. Ramesh. So we have the presence of Mr. Rama Shankar, Professor Rama Shankar, Director MNIT, Prayagraj. So, sir, are you here, sir?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, I'd like to request you to address the gathering on this occasion, sir. Sir.
Okay. Can you hear me all?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, all of you. welcome, and from the behalf of MNIT, I really appreciate chance given to me regarding this meeting. See, we have a very good infrastructure in MNIT where we can do the work and take up any project regarding the communications and also deliverability also. Regarding the, I've been asked to give regarding the drone and having a workshop in MNIT, and I can tell you that we have say yes, and we will able to do the things at MNIT. MNIT is a very old institution established in 1961. We have 14 departments and 5 centers. And electronic communication, mechanical engineering, and computer science. These 3 are the forefront department in our institute, apart from the civil engineering and also the applied sciences. We, as I told you, that a drone which is a very technology which is developed in the dimension of using this technology is very tremendous. You can use in agriculture, you can use in medicine, you can use in delivery, you can crowd management, you can, transportation, everywhere you can use it, this kind of technology. So in terms of the agriculture, because UP is basically very much in the agriculture sector, the viability of this drone technology to the farmers is tremendous. As I was talking to one of the person in Tamil Nadu, because I work in IIT Madras for a long time, the people are, even they don't know any technology, they can hire these drones for pesticide sprinkling. They can also do the even manure also, liquid manure, that can also be given to the field. They can also use the monitoring of the crop, which area, because there's a large, big farmers are there, who is a large amount of the agriculture fields are there, so they can monitor that also. I would say the advantage of this technology is going to be customized. Why I'm saying the customized, that you can develop the drones in a customized way of delivering the goods and delivering the message in that one. In terms of technology, I think we need to develop a drone. We can have a very, they can lift at least few gallons or few kilogallons of material. We need a bigger drones, and we need also a smaller drone having a cameras also, which can monitor the things. So there are tremendous amount of opportunity to work on this area. And also, I would say that we must do a collaborative research and the need for the country. We should not only copy what other countries are doing it. We must understand the problem and try to solve it. And I'm very happy that anything comes from this collaborative work, collaborative projects, we are for it. I would like to, again, thanks to the organizer for giving this opportunity, and open for any questions, any queries, if somebody has it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So from the audience, I'd like to ask if you have any questions and queries as sir asked. So for the time being, I think nobody is there to ask any questions. And thank you very much for your sharing your valuable time with us, sir. Thanks a lot.
You can ask me a question anytime also. You can have my email and they can send me the questions and we can able to do that.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Sure, sir. The message is conveyed to all. Thank you very much. And I'd like to also mention that Professor Ramashankar is also the director of IIIT Bhopal. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. Next, I'd request Professor R.M. Pant, Honorable VC, Assam University. Sir, can you hear me? I think sir is busy with some other works. So we would like to request Sri S.B. Mukherjee, Honorable DIG BSF, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, enthusiastic young participants, faculties of JKC IET, organizers, ladies and gentlemen. I am very thankful to Dr. Alapati for inviting me. We are hearing some great messages from great academicians. All of you are being experts, know what DOROTICS comprise of. Artificial intelligence, drone and robotics. All the above are highly sophisticated, specialized subjects by itself. These subjects are now part of engineering education. A combination of these subjects make the entire thing very interesting and application oriented. I come from Border Security Force, in short, BSF. We are responsible for guarding the borders of India, mainly the land borders. We face some typical challenges which generally the people or the academic world do not visualize. I am just going to point out some of them, which you by your intelligence can appreciate and further enhance in the technology aspect. In the nights, we use night vision devices to see an intruder. If the same type of camera is monitored on a drone, then the drone can give a immediate response of the night vision activity, whether it is an intruder, whether it is an animal, and it can be then used as an information and a reaction can be given by the forces, which is not available nowadays, till now. This is using a drone without the robotics part. There are many strategic applications and many works are being carried out. I want to just bring to your thought process something which I also think on it. In our duties, we have seen in the high altitudes, in a temperature of minus 40 degree, we have drones which are not functioning because it has been designed to support a temperature of up till minus 10 degree. To seeing the variety of Indian subcontinent, this part of India, we are having minus 50 degree also, we are having plus 60 degree also. So we have to design something which suits both the conditions and can function and can be used in that atmosphere also with the same efficiency. We also face another problem. There are avalanches in the high altitude, and you have seen in many places of the country floods come, and for that some people get immobile after facing some accidental aspect. From a hill, due to avalanche, he falls down and he is not able to move. Now we require a system like this, that a drone goes over there, takes an image and passes it to the master controller. On the boat, if it is a riverine flood type of situation, or to the person who is on the hilltop. Thereafter, the controller sends a robot on the drone, and the drone then takes that mini robot which measures the temperature, blood pressure, etc. And the entire team of artificial intelligence, drone, robotics, or your DOROTICS decide the next course of action. While the above may sound futuristic to many, I don't think it is difficult. Use of drones and artificial intelligence, especially when robotic surgery is becoming common, day is not far. All the three would be more commonly used, and that too for the defense of our country. Lastly, I must tell that human beings develop science, engineering and technology so that our overall quality of life improves. Sections of the society who are underprivileged get the benefits of advanced technologies and become better educated, better informed. I am sure that the enthusiastic young participants will take this message and come up with technologies for societal benefit. Wishing you all the best for this conclave and for the event. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your words. Now, we are honored to have the presence of Mr. Yogendra Singh, VP Hero Honda. Sir, I cordially welcome you to this program. The microphone is all yours, sir. We would like to hear from you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Oh, wonderful. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's my privilege to be speaking to all of you once again today. I had the privilege of speaking to the students yesterday as well, and I think it's very important. In fact, today I am in Mumbai, away from the cold of Delhi, and that's why I'm just wearing a shirt and not my heavy jacket. So I was just speaking only about an hour ago with a group of senior chartered accountants about the role that digitalization, artificial intelligence has to play in the world of finance today. And extend that argument from the world of finance to the world of business, the total business per se. If I really look at last few years, the kind of trends that business is looking at, there's a huge amount of digitalization and use of technology which has come into play. And the world is seeing completely different kind of business models today. In last few years, let's say if I really track the history of the last about 100 odd years, the industry has gone through many stages of what we call modernization or transformation, from industry 1.0, where the introduction of machine was done for production, to currently industry 4.0 that we are talking about in last 5, 6, 7 years. Industry 4.0 talks about how can technology impact business. And today, people have even started talking about Industry 5.0, where we are talking about how the technology can make the business models as on a personalization platform. And when I really talk about it, and when I look at I see it from the point of view of students. I see what kind of people, what kind of workforce would I need in the years to come, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, even currently, if I really talk about. And when I really look at the kind of people we would need, as far part of our workforce, and when I talk about workforce, I'm not talking about on the bottom of the pyramid, I'm even talking about on the top of the pyramid as well. You need people who are very, very competitive, yet very, very collaborative. People who have a very good attitude and aptitude. And the basic fundamental, when I'm talking about this attitude and aptitude and collaborative and competitive, all of these coming together, nothing but these sports can really prepare you for that. And that's where this new age sport, that BIAG is talking about, and Mr. Ashu is, talking about, and we were talking about the MOU with, different universities. How these youngsters of today who can excel themselves in these new area of, technology and sportsmanship coming together. It's a wonderful sort of a synthesis of both of these, sportsmanship and technology coming together, when we talk about DOROTICS. And today, if I really look at where DOROTICS can be used, we have heard from yesterday a whole lot of areas, from defense to logistics to a whole lot of areas where, this could actually be applicable. We're trying to look at in our business. And when I'm talking of logistics, I'm talking about not only logistics, which is external logistics, but also within the plant internal logistics. And I'm talking of very hardcore manufacturing applications, which can be there. And if the students can excel themselves into all these kind of areas, these kind of new sports, the DOROTICS that we are talking about, these aviation games. And we had seen that, last year you all, the college had done very, very good. I am 100% sure with the kind of learning that they're doing technically in terms of technology, in terms of AI, in terms of machine language, and then their excellence in the field of sports can prepare them to be a wonderful, wonderful, employee. And when I'm looking at, if I really talk about my experience when I'm going to recruit, people. So what do I see? I look at, in my view, and that's my personal view, I would say 70% attitude of the candidate and 30% technical, spirit. Now, these percentages are very, very personal, can vary from, and this kind of attitude comes only from sports, only when you have both competitive and collaborative spirit coming together. And no other preparation, they can either make you very collaborative or can make you very competitive. But both of these ingredients, coming together, being collaborative and being competitive, that's how I really look at making people not only skilled, but also making them ready for the businesses, especially for the new age businesses. So my best wishes to all the students, and thank you very much for all the dignitaries, which are present here, and also Mr. Ashu of BIAG to provide me an opportunity of speaking to all of you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. So far we were hearing from Mr. Yogender Singh, President Global Finance, Hero Honda Group. So thank you very much for sharing your valuable time with us.
Thank you very much. And it's Hero Enterprise, as we say, for my group.
Sorry,
so
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now today we are honored by the presence of Professor Virendra Kumar Tiwari, Director IIT Kharagpur, and also the Chairman Board of Governors, GKCIT Malda. Sir, please turn on your mic. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I
Can you hear me?
welcome you to this program on behalf of the organizers. We would like to hear from you, sir. The microphone is all yours.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate Professor Lapati Rao for this conclave on DOROTICS. I also would like to thank all the members along with Professor Rao in organizing this event, all the students, the faculty members, staff members, and other related people who have helped us and Professor Rao in creating and managing this conclave on DOROTICS. I would like to welcome all the dignitaries who have just spoken before me. Air Marshal Anil Khosla ji, Professor Ramasankar ji, Mr. S.B. Mukherjee, DIG BSF, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, DIG BSF Malda, Professor S.K. Jain, Director Slight Longowal, Professor Agrawal, Ex-Chairman National Board of Accreditation, Professor H.S. Jadhav, Director NERIST. I think Professor Pant we could not hear, but all the dignitaries who have spoken, I welcome all of them on behalf of Ghani Khan Chaudhary Institute of Engineering and Technology, and also on my personal behalf. Well, I would have loved to be there. I'm trying to reach the institute from the time I was given this opportunity to head this institute along with Professor Rao about more than a year back, but somehow or the other, because of my engagements at IIT Kharagpur and other engagement at Bhubaneswar, because I was also in charge of IIT Bhubaneswar for about 7.5 months, and therefore I could not make it. So I am feeling bad that I am not in a position to be there in person to see the institute, but I hope that I will be in a position to go very soon. In fact, today I am very much shocked because one of my bosom friends at IIT Kharagpur during 74 to 79, when I was doing BTech at IIT Kharagpur, just he has passed. I got the news about an hour back, and he has passed away today at 7:55 in Baroda. In fact, he was one of the friends whom I have been in contact right from 74 when we did BTech together. When I left him for the institute after passing out in 79, I invited him back sometime in 2000, early 2000, and after that I was in contact with him. I just talked to him about 20 days back or so, and suddenly I got the news. So I'm very much sad, and I'm praying for the whole family now. Well, but we have to go ahead with the journey of life, and therefore I think I will concentrate my deliberations here at the conclave. I would like to thank all the people involved in this, as I said earlier, and all the professors and the dignitaries who are present over there and who have wished this conclave a great success. Friends, I would like to say something about this institute as well. The concept of such institutes were mooted long back in the mid-80s or so. I know Professor K.L. Chopra, who was the one who wrote the DPR of such institutes, which are there at 4 locations. The latest one came at Malda, and the first one was at NERIST, and then after that Slight Langwal and Kokrajhar, and this is at Malda. I have been at all the places. Kokrajhar, in fact, I was involved in the selection of the director there, but somehow things could not take place because of some other. But I know about that institute, and Slight Langwal, I also know about that institute because some of my students are working over there from IIT Kharagpur, Agriculture and Tourism Department. At Nearest, of course, my students are there. In fact, my student was dean for some time. I had visited Nearest a couple of times as well. I think the concept behind these was to have more and more of skill development, and that is why it was thought that such institutes should take immediately after class 10 and nurture the feelings as well as the brain of the people at the younger age. And then we thought that then it was thought that if such institutes, when maybe after 2 years or so, when they pass class 12, similar level, I think they could be given a certificate. After that, they could be given a diploma, and after another year or so, they could be given degree. In this concept, I think this was thought of well in advance, some 40 years back. But somehow or the other, maybe the pressure from the family, maybe pressure from society or so, I think everybody is going towards the degree as only. And therefore, we lost possibly the concept of skill development or skills which should be provided to these people so that they get job at the early age and serve the society and serve themselves as well. Because at that time, the IITs were 5 IITs in the whole country. It was not possible to cater to need of the expanding population, which has from 1947 to now, I think it has swelled several times. It was 33 crores during that period. Now it is about 140 crores or close to that. This is the population. And we know that the population is going to grow, and by 2050, I think the whole world population will be about 9.8 billion or so, whereas India and China will be very close to them. I think in such situations, we know about the conditions in China. I think every house there is some small industry or so. A similar concept was thought of here as well. Now, possibly, I think our aspirations or possibly our way of looking at the higher education has gone to such an extent that we are thinking that everybody should be taking a degree. But where are the utilization of this degree? Because today, and as the Prime Minister has very rightly said that har haath ko kaam aur har haath ko hunar. When we think of this, hunar is essential. We see today that when our BTECs are coming up, and they are asked to talk about operate a small equipment, it's not possible for them because they have not operated that equipment earlier. And that is why there was need for skill development of the people at various levels. That was the concept thought of. And that way, the whole thing was thought of earlier. But because of the changes which has happened and because of the administration located at various locations, we have slightly forgotten this and gone into the same NIT mode or the IIT mode. And there we have possibly lost the whole concept which was thought of. Well, in this respect, I will say that yes, Professor Valapith Rao has said already that the latest institute at Malda was initially troubled and all that, but I think after 2017 when he took over, as he has already said, and the gentleman, our organizer was also telling, that from last 5 years or so, I think he has taken all the pains and he has tried to bring things in online. And online means, I mean that in order. And things are looking better. I was very happy to hear that the students have competed and got prizes. I would like to congratulate them, and everybody has already congratulated them. I think this is a good sign. And I would say to the students that, friends, remember that irrespective of whether you take a certificate, you take a diploma or a degree, what ultimately works in your career is what you have really learned and what you can use from the attitude that you have learned. See, one of our gentlemen was talking from industry, Jogendran Singh ji, that he is talking of the attitude of the person while recruitment. I think that is very, very important. It has been also said that it is the attitude which takes and decides your altitude in life. Therefore, friends, whatever you learn during these 4 years of time, I think you should spend more time on this and not on other activities whatsoever, whether it is created by society or the people around. I think you should not think of all those things. You should think of your career, and you should think how best you should hone your skills in various aspects. If you are talking of anything, whether you are talking of a technology, building technology, if you are talking of drone technology, if you are talking of any other technology that you can think of, where you find that you have a knack and where you find that you can make a career, I think you must be seeing that the type of jobs which are available today were not thought of 10 years back, and maybe next 10 years henceforth you will not know what sort of jobs you have to do. And therefore it is the knowledge which you will learn, and it is the attitude which you will have is the one which is going to fetch you a good job, going to fetch you more of prosperity in you and your family and the society as well. Therefore, I will request you, friends, that instead of going through the various types of other activities, please concentrate on the activities which will help you and your parents and the family and hence the society. And therefore, I would say that the students have a great role to play. Now we are talking of skill development. We are talking of drones, DOROTICS that the Conclave talks of. Yes, I think all my previous speakers have talked that drones, robots. In fact, drone is also a form of robot. We are talking of how do we do the various jobs, some of the difficult jobs. See, for example, I can tell you that although we say that population has exploded from 1947 till today, and it is further going to explode if we do not have a check on that, then we do have this thing, but we do not have people to work on some of the locations. For example, in agriculture, I will tell you, because the population which used to work for agriculture has simply drastically come down. And there, although we say that we have population, but we don't have people to work on the fields, because everybody feels that this is small work or this is a low grade work and all that. But I think it is an industry, and those who have picked up, I can tell you that if you know what is the fertilizer industry, what is the bio industry which you are talking of, what is the industry which we are talking of, drones, the industry which we are talking of, the fish culture and organic farming, I think, and the net set cultivation, I think these are ones which are in fact picking up, and there are a lot of opportunities. We at IIT Kharagpur, many of the farmers came forward and we have helped them in these skills, and in order to utilize the material of construction which is there in their villages for the set net cultivation, where they can grow any crop of any season for that matter, and they are doing. In fact, we have helped many farmers of West Bengal. I can tell you that more than 20,000 farmers have been helped by the Agriculture and Food Department at IIT Kharagpur in various aspects of, whether it is talk of mechanization, whether they talk of irrigation, whether they talk of net set cultivation, whether helping them in any other ways. There, I would say that the role played by the drones, robots are going to have a future. Now, we are talking of these. Why? Because you have seen in the pandemic situation, we have seen in some of the areas where there is flood, how do we help the people who are at different locations? And the drones have helped a lot. We were listening to BSF person, and also to our gentleman from, our Air Marshal Anil Khoslaji. I think he has added several informations regarding the use of drones and robots. These are the things, if you go through what his lecture is, I think he should pass on a certain portion of a lecture for the compendium which the conclave will make, so that everybody will go through what are the different types of uses. These young brains which are there in the institute, I think they should devote more and more time on the learning of the different skills which they are talking of. And I'm happy that this board of International Aviation Group, which is in fact thinking of having games for that matter, International Aviation Games Board, Well, through the games, they are trying to make use of these technologies, which are in fact data-driven technologies. We know that AI and ML has large applications, various other things. It was talked of in agriculture, by others it has talked of in medical sciences. It is talked of even in the manufacturing industry. I know that you can utilize the AI ML. We can utilize even in the law and management as well. I know that several cases of the court cases are lying, few lakhs of cases are lying, how to solve them. I think there is a need for AI ML, and there we are talking of explainable AI, which can pick up these data from the various records and then give you answer within short period of time. So their law also, this AI ML is going to help us, and the help of robots, of course, drones, robots, definitely will be coming up in a big way, in more and more way. Now, question is how to do that. There is a target given by our Honorable Prime Minister. By 2030, we should be half. We have been also thought of by 2047, we should be, when we will be celebrating 100 years of our independence, we should be Vishwaguru. And I think we can become Vishwaguru if you see the rate at which our economy is improving, the way our attitude is changing, and the way our young generation is coming forward to have more and more capacity building, skill knowledge that they want to have, and coming forward to solve the problems of the society. So far, I think we are talking of the higher education courses which are there, but I think these courses where even the government wants that even at the higher education level, in IITs and in NITs, they want that there should be better exposure of such students to the industries or to the real world problems, so that they can solve these problems and do not become completely unaware of when such situations they face in future. Therefore, I think the conclave like this and the industries who have joined, the dignitaries who are there, I think I thank each one of them over there that they have thought of being there and help Professor Rao and all the administration there to see that such a conclave is having a great success. I would like to only say that I wish that the whole administration around GK CIIT and these people around that try to help this institute grow further, because such institutes, such organizations are created to help an economy around that institute. Therefore, my request will be that people around that should help the institute to grow rather than creating situations where it will be difficult for the administration to grow. The aim of the government is to see that people who will be there, who are there around it, should be involved in the growth and development. I am sure that any director who comes there or who is there, he doesn't have any agenda of bringing people from somewhere else and getting employment. I am sure these people will well. But my request is that the people around there should have a positive frame of mind with the hope that this institute will grow. If this institute grows, people around this will grow, economy will grow, and there will be a flourishing of all the people. Your students who are getting admission in these institutes, if they do well, then the industries will come together to recruit them. If there are always problems over there, then even a student goes out, he's a brilliant student, I think the people who are going to recruit, they will think that, come on, he is coming from that, his attitude may be something different. So I think this will work in the wrong way. And therefore, my request to each one of you around there is such that please help this institute to grow and see that our brilliant students who are there, they are coming from various areas. We would like that hone their skills in different domain knowledge, give them exposure to industries, make them understand what are the skills which they will be needing in the next 10, 15, 20 years or so, and we try to provide them with those skills. That is the aim of the government, and I will request everyone there to see that this institute grows, the students grow, the students flourish, their families are proud of them, and such a institute which was thought of long back. And you think of Ganikant Chaudhary, he has such a big vision, he wanted to bring this institute to that location. So please respect the vision of that great man and see that this institute grows academically, and the students are respected everywhere, the faculty are respected everywhere, the staff are respected, everywhere. Then only this institute will grow. With this, I wish you all the best and hope that this conclave comes up with useful information, which I would like to see at the end of the conclave, and congratulate all the students who are involved, all the faculty who are involved, and the people, administration around Malda. Thank you very much and wish you best of luck. Namaskar to all.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening speech. We feel motivated and pumped up. Sir, thank you for the detailed, intuitive summary of today's conclave. But, sir, I'd like to take permission from you on a matter that Commander N. Ravi, DIG Indian Coast Guard, he just joined a few minutes back. So, sir, if you can give permission, we can allow him for presenting his view on the topic. Sir, Virendra sir?
No problem. Let him present his views.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. We have the honor of having Commander N. Ravi, DIG Indian Coast Guard with us. Ravi sir, are you there? Yes, sir. So the mic is all yours, sir.
Very good morning. Can you hear me? I am DIG Ravi, heading the Kerala for Coast Guard. And firstly, I should appreciate Ash Gupta for conducting this conclave. And it is great to hear from eminent Professor V.K. Tiwari sir also. I just heard his speech. And it is a great honor to meet up, at least on virtual. Yes, my submission will be like, because we are all ocean-going officers, there is tremendous ability but outside the Atlantic Ocean and all, it is the marine robotics which they use not only for the surface waters, but also for the diving beyond 6,000 meters of water below the seawater, where men cannot venture. They are able to take the data of the deep sea also. But we are yet to go develop in this arena. And getting drone and robotics is a great move. But at the same time, this is helpful for the upper surface of the water. What about the below water also? So for that, of course, we should think about marine robotics. And as everyone is aware, there is tremendous resources which even the neighboring countries or other people try to tap from us. But we talk about economy and we forget about the blue economy, which has got much scope. I suggest that we should also think in the line of marine robotics also, which will go a long way for the country development. With these few words, sir, I will not take much time, and I will permit the other speakers also to share their views. Thank you.
Board of International Aviation Games, BIAGE, has been associating with us for 1.5 years. And this program is in collaboration with BIAGE. They promote students early in their careers for engaging themselves in their field of interest, like drones, like sports. Before the concluding this program, I'd like to request, with kind permission of Professor V.K. Tiwari, sir, if a representative from BIAGE, Dr. Ranjana Bhaskar, Scientist E, Geological Survey of India, Chennai, can share her remarks. Sir, can we allow Dr. Ranjana Bhaskar? From
Yes,
IIT?
yes, no problem.
Okay, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Dr. Ranjana Bhaskar, Scientist E, Geological Survey of India, Chennai, and an executive member of BIAG. Madam, mic is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Honorable Chief Guest, respected dignitaries, online and offline, Dean, Professor, and students. It is a great honor for me to be here on this great occasion for the development of the DOROTIcs. Both the technology have a future in many aspects of many sectors in daily life like transportation, agriculture, forestry, mining, and defense. This type of drone championship will be helpful for the students because skill is very important today, and this drone is going to be a part of every field. Being a small sized and high control and fully loaded with various sensor, cameras, GPS tracking, make them useful in various activities like surveillance and monitoring. The drone can be automated and planned to conduct a task with manual monitoring. DOROTICS play a vital role in the fight against the coronavirus. Everybody knows about this. In the corona pandemic, by supporting the activity carried out by the armed and paramilitary forces, healthcare and municipal corporation, to monitoring and enforcing the lockdown, surveying and mapping, spraying the disinfectants. If we talk about the environment, forest and wildlife, it is a very useful to monitoring the wildlife day and night. Drones in forestry help monitor tree health and track the location and migratory behavior of wildlife. The use of drones in conservation sector used not to be limited into the monitoring, and it can be extended to the management, technical services, ecotourism marketing, law enforcement, anti-poaching, and the search and rescue operation. Drones are generally used in the inaccessible areas where human cannot be reached. Few months ago, drones are used in COVID vaccine delivery in non-reachable area. Government is thinking to use them in agricultural pest management. Foods are also delivered by the drones. And in some developing countries, robots serving the foods and assisting the medical sector to the warehouse. The government of Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu has deployed drones to track the health of forest, encroachment, tree felling, poaching, the status of the water bodies, biodiversity protection, mangroves conservation, monitoring of animal movement, and to prevent the spread of fire in the forest. Recently, the self-coordinated among the drones has been proved to achieve a complicated task in a very simple way. Though there are some limitations in this technology, such as short flight duration, less payload carrying capacity, and cost. However, the technology is changing so fast so that we can hope an affordable and high advanced drone technology in future in hands of the majority. So I am thankful to the director, Dr. Alapatiji, and the program coordinator, Dr. Habib of this institute for hosting of this ranking of International Aviation Game Board at initiative of Aviation and Space Federation of Universe Chapter India. Again, thanks to the National Board, which is led by Mr. Ashu Gupta, an ex-Olympian and an advisor with some of the leading corporate organization, along with the Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe, NBA, and NATF, Professor K.K. Agrawal, NBA, Professor T.G. Sitaraman, Chairman, ICTE, Ministry of Education of India, along with the top protocols attached with us, Lieutenant General K.G. Singh, Mr. Harish Gupta, Principal Secretary, Andhra Pradesh, and also many more armed and paramilitary forces and famous personality from the fashion, corporate and glamour world. And I am very glad to inform you that we are getting the support from all top brass of the various segment for the establishment of our youth to get involved in this forthcoming national and international projects. And with competition under the Aviation and Space Federation, which we can call in a short ASFU. My best wishes to the director of this institute who took this initiative to complete the project, and also expect more organization may come forward in organizing this type of national and international and world level projects. I am also personally focusing on gender equality and environment projects under the ASFU. And we have not done much, but I am planning and working on this concept and inviting people of all segments to join with us under the ASFU. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your remarks. India has been the spiritual guru to this world. Why not technological guru? But the picture is not good if you talk about drones or AI or ML technology. India is behind in this perspective. The objective of this conclave was to encourage the students, faculty, and all the sectors who are associated with this technology. We have witnessed speeches from academia, from industry, from defense. This is required. This is required because unless all of us come together, it is not possible to achieve success. The word conclave has two parts. In Latin means together. Clavus means key. So togetherness is the key to success. I like to thank our Honorable Director Sir for his agility, interest for the new technology, and throughout he has been providing us encouragement for organizing conferences, seminars, workshops, and events with new technology. With these words, I'd like to conclude, and before the final conclusion, I'd like to request Professor Dr. Habib Masoom to come up and give his vote of thanks.
So already Dr. Chanda has given the vote of thanks. So still I am putting my formal vote of thanks. So a warm and cherished noon to everyone gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing team and the entire fraternity of this institute, and acknowledge the contribution of those who work hard to make this event successful. My special thanks to Professor V.K. Tiwari, the keynote speaker and chief guest of this program. I give a heartfelt vote of thanks to the speakers for delivering their thoughts and feelings on the subject of this conclave. My special thanks to Sri Sanjeev Kumar, DIG BSF Malda, and Sri S.B. Mukherjee, DIG BSF. I extend the vote of thanks to Mr. Asu Gupta, Executive Director, BIIG, and Dr. Ranjana Bhaskar, Senior Member of BIIG. I also thank Dr. Sailaja Alapati Ma'am for gracing this event physically. Within a short period of time, you have already known GKCIT has achieved many national and international remarkable achievement in this field of innovation and robotics, including aviation games. So we are this time also we are participating. Our two teams is participating in the second National DOROTICS Championship, and in the previous year, that is first ever championship, we got the runner-up position national wide. And this has been possible by the team of GKCIT, and of course this is headed by our respected director sir, Professor P.R. Alapati. Sir stimulates us as a catalyst to do our best in every field, that is in research or educations and even sports. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by him every step in this institute. I also extend thanks to all the guests present here to make this event successful. I also thank the media guests to be the part of this program. Finally, a big thank you to all the audience present here and online from different corners of this country and making this program memorable. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Masoom. So, we are approaching the end of the program. Now it is time to have the honor of singing National Anthem. Please rise at your places.
Janagana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindhu Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mage Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangaladayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He.
Thank you everyone. Now I would request all the dignitaries, our faculty and staff members and students to come upon the stage for a group photograph. And I would request the guests present online and honorable dignitaries present online to turn on their camera so that they can be a part of the group photograph.
सर को बुलाए सर
So, now here we are concluding this session, and thank you very much the dignitaries and the participants present online. We are closing the